So, hello everyone. Today I'm joined with Mr. Vishnu Govin, and today we are here to celebrate the 44th birthday of MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni celebrates his birthday on 7th July. He was born on 7th July in 1981 in Ranchi, and from there he grew up and came to the Indian cricket team. And now today we all know what Dhoni means to us as Indian cricket fans. So let's start with discussing about Dhoni, what Dhoni means to us. So Vishnu sir, what Dhoni means to you, in your opinion, what do you think about Dhoni? What makes him apart from the rest of the cricketers, and what has been his impact in Indian cricket?
Hi, Sarvesh. Uh, Great to be interacting with you here.
Yeah,
We've both been on this platform separately, but not together. So this
yeah.
is this is a
This
nice
is the first time.
experience. Speaking with each other on this platform. It's great. I've been watching and following your shows, your updates, and quite like the way you analyze and drill down what happens on the field. So on that note, we can get started. Yes, today is uh, the seventh day of the seventh month of the year. 7th July is number seven for a
Yes,
reason. So it is
absolutely.
Thala Dhoni's birthday. And Dhoni means so much, right, to Indian cricket fans. Cricket has great players, batters, bowlers, fielders. I think Dhoni is not just someone who can restrict to the one of the functions of cricket, like batting or bowling. Dhoni is like a cricket visionary. He's like a leader. Okay, so if you look at the legacy of Dhoni, I think what makes him truly special, what gives him that exalted status in the mind of the Indian cricket fans, uh, is quite. I think the three ICC white ball trophies that we won, he made it look quite easy. In a span of 6 years, India won three trophies. It has been a team effort, no questions there.
Absolutely.
But the leader has a big role to play. So starting with the T20, the inaugural T20 trophy in 2007, and
So,
the third one being the ICC Champions Trophy.
Champions
But I
Trophy,
think the real icing on the cake is the 2011 World Cup, which is
the
kind of
ODI
made
World Cup.
Dhoni, yeah, the ODI World Cup, which is what has made Dhoni the Mahendra Singh Dhoni that we all know of. Look, we won a World Cup in 1983. We
Yes,
were really small kids then, and it was amazing. It was a great upset in the cricket world, and we never had something quite similar to that in a long time. It was a long wait of but 28 years, and finally, when we won it, Dhoni was at the center. Fittingly enough, he hit a six into the stands. The optics of it is undeniable, right? So something truly special he has given the Indian cricket fans. What do you think?
absolutely. Absolutely. So you're spot on. Whatever you have said, I think I completely agree. Dhoni has been a huge player in Indian cricket. Yeah, he has become a huge brand now. But the one thing that differentiates him from the rest of the players is that he gave an hope to an Indian cricketer coming from a rural area like Ranchi. I don't
That
know
is right.
whether at that time, I think all of the Indian cricketers came from states like Bombay, Delhi, but Dhoni coming from Ranchi, and his style, if you see his batting style, his wicket keeping style, it was very unorthodox. He used to play tennis ball cricket. He has played a lot of tennis ball cricket. So he gave a very good, huge hope to all the players playing on the streets, playing tennis ball cricket on local maidans, that yes, if he can do it, we can also do it. We can also make it to the top. So he was born in Ranchi. He started with school cricket. At that time, he used to play football. His coach recognized his ability, and then he told him, "Why not you try giving a trial and become a wicket keeper?" And that's how it started. And slowly, he got into the state team. He missed making it to the India under 19 team, but then he played for the state team. He played the under 19 Coach PR Trophy, uh, and then he slowly got the breakthrough. I think the breakthrough he got, I think he scored two back-to-back hundreds in Nairobi for India A, and from there he got the India call. and started performing. On debut, he got run out, but the two centuries that were very famous was 148 versus Pakistan that he scored, and the 183 not out versus Sri Lanka. And so from there, he has never looked back. So I
Yeah, I
think
think that 183 truly cemented his place as
absolutely
the future, as the star in waiting. And in the next couple of years, he really went on to establish himself as a finisher.
yes,
He's made finisher a word actually. The word finisher has entered the cricket lexicon
yeah,
through Dhoni, and today
yes.
everyone
I
takes that word as part of strategy.
Mhm.
So you had players like Michael Bevan and all doing the
Yes,
finishing role
Michael
to
Bevan.
perfection, or Lance Closner maybe to some extent, but Dhoni is the one who kind of made it a craft, something he
Yeah,
truly became an expert at. I
absolutely. His
think
batting
as a
style also changed as such.
a batter, see, a batsman, the number four batsman, the one who bats at
Mhm.
number four in Test, the one with the most classic conventional style, like a Virat
Mhm.
Kohli or
Yeah.
a Steve Smith or a Kane Williamson, number three or
Mhm.
number four,
Number four.
they becoming the captain is the
It's
default
quite normal.
setting in cricket.
Yes,
Is the
it's quite
default in
normal.
cricket, right?
A top
But
order
when a
batter becoming a, it's very
Okay,
normal.
but a wicket keeper earning this, getting this kind of respect and aura on the way he thinks about the game of cricket, how he plans a match, how he goes about a victory. I think that speaks volumes about how great he was as a cricket thinker. So there is the keeper, there is the batter, and I think the leader above that when it
Yes,
comes to
absolutely.
Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Absolutely. Even apart from winning the three ICC titles for India, we were also number one in Test cricket for 18 months under his leadership. And I think
That's right. That's right.
we had a win-loss ratio of 1.5 to 1 under his
That's right.
captaincy. He captained India in 60 tests, 60 odd tests, but he was phenomenal as a leader. Overseas, we struggled under his captaincy, but again, when we came back to India, we won 4-0 series win against Australia. So I think, yeah, I think he never liked, Test cricket was never his favorite format. Eventually, he retired also in
In
between
a
the
way,
series.
yeah, in a way, white ball was his forte. He's played 90 test matches and
Yes, still he has played 90 Test matches. So
put
90
them
Test
as
matches
captain.
is a lot.
Almost two-third of them would probably be in the role of a captain because he became captain quite early. Yes, traveling overseas, it wasn't great. I mean, it's not to say that, see, not all teams travel well when it comes to test cricket. Okay, so Indian team has begun to travel well now. We kind
Now,
of
yeah,
challenge the Sena nations in their
mhm,
backyards. Hmm.
yeah,
So it's not something that has come very easily. So yes, the white ball legacy of Dhoni as a captain is way above something which very few captains can really touch. And his decision making is precise. He takes the call, he takes the decision what the team needs based on the situations, based on the circumstances. I'm just wanting to draw your attention back to the World Cup
mhm,
2011 final.
mhm, mhm.
You'd remember, I mean, it's many years back.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, he made a couple of changes. He made one team change, which is he brought in Srishant into the playing 11.
yes.
Ashwin was left out of the 11, though Ashwin had just made his entry into the Indian
Mhm.
team, and he
Ashwin
was
played the
quite impressed.
quarterfinals against Australia, but then
Played,
he switched to
he played,
Srisanth for them.
yeah, he played well. So I'm not going into the merit of that decision. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's best left for Dhoni to decide.
Yeah.
But he decided, however unpopular it may have seemed. Look, if it had backfired,
If
he would
we
have
had
taken a
lost,
lot of blame for that. Yeah, he would have
absolutely.
taken a lot of blame for that. Not only that, remember him promoting himself in the final
Yes.
above the
Instead
man
of
in form,
Yuvraj. Yeah. And
above the
Yuvraj
man
was
in
man
form
of the series.
series, and so he backed himself. Right, this is the final. I am the captain. I have to take charge. Hmm? He had a cricketing reason also. Muralitharan
Yeah. Yeah.
was off
Muralitharan off
spinner was
spinner was
batting. Yeah,
bowling.
yeah. So considering all those factors, he took a call. The important thing is that he took a decision. And fittingly enough, both of them were together right when we hit the winning
Yeah.
shot.
Dhoni and Yuvraj.
Remember, after the World Cup, if you remember, there was a tri-series in Australia down under. And
Yeah.
yeah, I remember Dhoni speaking about into media about having to rotate the top three
Rotation
in the
policy
league
came.
matches.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in 2013.
because the grounds were bigger and he wanted younger 11.
Faster
So
players, fitter players.
we're talking about some of the ultimate legends of Indian cricket. He he did not hide the reason. He was quite straight in
Yes.
why he wanted to do this. And so, however popular it may seem to be, however bad the optics of it might seem,
Hmm.
Dhoni would decide what is
What
required
is right
for the
for the
team to
team?
win.
Yes.
Yeah, and he has this ability to evaluate the variables and control
Hmm.
what you can control and ignore what needs to be ignored,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
make fewer unforced errors. Unforced error, not so much of a cricket word. We
Hmm.
use that a lot in tennis. So
Hmm.
Dhoni, as a player, makes fewer unforced errors compared to others. As a batter, look at the way he approaches a chase. His chase is not about playing risky shots, right? Dhoni's
He
chase is about
calculates.
being and being there.
Hmm.
Staying out is important to win.
Yes.
You've seen the movie Border.
Hmm.
There's a dialogue
I've
which
seen a
Sunny
little.
Deol says. Sunny Deol has a dialogue. Says
Hmm.
that jang agar jeetna hai, if you want to win the war, shaheed hoke you can't win the war. You have to stay alive
Hmm.
and win.
Correct.
So you have to be not out. You have to be there
Yes.
when the runs are to be
Yes.
scored. You can't
If
leave
you're
it
not
to
at the
others.
crease, you can't win.
So he takes it deep. If it comes to the last 1 or 2 overs, if he's still around, um, the bowler will be under more pressure than he is. That's his calculation.
Yes.
And he always, right, there is always more time than you think there is.
Hmm.
Don't get out, don't be outside the playground going
Correct.
after uh, taking risks which are not really necessary. So, very calculated in that sense. This worked beautifully for him in the first half of his career. Maybe not so much in the second half of his
Hmm.
career, but yeah, but overall the impact has been tremendous, and this approach
Positive.
to
Yes.
batting has been uh, tremendous. What has been
Yes.
your favorite Dhoni innings?
I think one that I remember, it might, it's not a very famous Dhoni inning, but I think his fans and the regular Indian cricket followers will remember that innings. His innings came against Pakistan. I think it was in Chennai at Chepauk, and India lost around 5 wickets early. I think Junaid Khan was the left arm pacer who just
Okay,
collapsed the Indian batting order. And we were, I think, 5 down for 30 odd runs. And then Dhoni came and he batted till the last over and scored a century. And then I think India scored around 250 odd runs. So from there, taking India to 250, and I think we won that game also. So I think that is one of the knocks of Dhoni that I remember. And yeah, also the double hundred that he scored in Test against
yeah,
Australia in Chennai. That was
Australia
also
and Chennai, yeah.
a very good inning. Again, the final everyone remembers the 91 that came. He struggled throughout the World Cup, but
Series throughout the World
yeah,
Cup,
throughout
and
the World
and
Cup,
that
and
makes that decision even more praiseworthy. He
yes,
promoted himself. Yeah,
absolutely,
it's like come at the hour, come at
leading
the
from the
man.
front.
He's
Yeah,
leading from the front.
he
So
might
that's
be
something
under
feels.
pressure, but he still went ahead and took that
Yeah,
decision
yeah,
and then
yeah.
took India.
But he went. Yeah, he was ready to take the game by the scruff of the neck.
Yes, yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, as they say, the rest is history.
Yeah,
What about the his CSK's legacy has won? He's also won 5 titles for CSK.
yeah.
So
So Dhoni
he
has
has
been the
been
longest
magnificent
serving
there.
captain in IPL history. Uh, and today, everyone in the management team of CSK goes by Dhoni, right? They don't hide the fact that it is Dhoni who takes the decisions. So his
Mhm.
clout is unparalleled. 5 titles is it speaks volumes. The only other team to have 5 titles is Mumbai Indians. So
But
in a sense, in IPL history, only the two teams stand head and shoulders above the others.
yeah,
Mumbai Indians packed a stronger punch in those 5, 6 years. Seven,
hmm
8 years in which their 5 titles come in cluster, right?
plus yeah,
2013 to
odd
2020.
years,
Yeah.
13,
So odd
15.
years. Yeah, yeah, odd years.
Mm.
But Chennai has been more consistent right through. You know,
Throughout.
which of the two teams is more likely to make the playoffs, Mumbai or Chennai? So Dhoni has that thing about uh, picking the team to suit the conditions, weigh all the factors, uh, pick a team that will take you into the playoffs. And then, of course, at the playoffs, they have lost a few important matches. They could not convert a few vital matches. But it is not just, we know in a league like this, it's not just about the title, right? The playoff cutoff is a significant metric to go by. In that
Hmm.
sense, the
Yes.
consistency of CSK is has been a shade above the others, I would say.
Yeah. I think just qualifying for the playoffs is a huge achievement in IPL. It's a very competitive tournament. So I think
And
Dhoni has done.
at times we had written them off, and we didn't think that they have a chance. And
They also
there are a lot
served
of
a
bowlers.
suspension in
They
between
served a
and then came
suspension.
back in 2018 and then immediately they won that season. And so
Absolutely,
I think, yeah, so Dhoni has been a huge contributor to not
absolutely.
only Indian cricket but also CSK. His legacy,
So
I
from
don't, still he is playing, so it's a huge thing, I think. Maintaining
yeah, yeah.
that fitness level to compete, to still compete is a huge thing.
So
So
yeah,
I, we wish
an ultimate
MS
legend.
Dhoni a very happy birthday again. He turns 44. So he has turned
Yeah,
44
from all of
today.
us here, or from all
Yeah.
of us here, happy birthday, MSD. And okay, so on that note, we have to mention that this week is not just about the birthday of
Mhm.
MS Dhoni. This is, in fact, the week of birthdays of legendary captains in Indian cricket. So 7th July, MS Dhoni's birthday. 8th July, we have Sourav Ganguly's birthday. Another captain whose
Yes.
name you would take in the same awe, when it comes to leadership and turning a team around. And 2 days from then, on 10th July, is the one and only Little
SMG.
Master Sunil Gavaskar's birthday. So, see, 7th July, MSD, 8th July, Sourav Ganguly, 10th July, Sunil Gavaskar. The sequence is like the opposite of the
Opposite. Yeah.
chronology. Chronology, yeah.
Yes. It's
The
reverse.
chronology in which they played the game.
Played.
Gavaskar played first, but his birthday is on 10th. Saurav played second, his birthday is second. MSD was the third, and his birthday is, uh, but his birthday came first.
Came
So
first.
let's take some time to talk about the achievements of Saurav Ganguly also, who celebrates his birthday tomorrow. Mm.
Yeah.
So, what is your memory? What is your in your mind? What's Saurav's legacy?
I think while growing up, he was my favorite cricketer. He was the first cricketer that I watched on TV. I
Lot
think
because there were a lot of great
there
cricketers,
were a
there
lot
were a lot
of
of great
players.
batters at that
Yeah.
time.
But Ganguly was someone whom I admired a lot. Ganguly used to open. He started opening also with Sachin Tendulkar in ODIs, and he was the captain also. I think the one series that I still remember, uh, I think that was the first series that I watched on TV, and India winning that series. I think that series was in Pakistan. We went there and we won the Test series, and then we won the ODI series as well. So that series I still
Yes.
remember. And the broadcasters had taken the camera into the dressing room. So I saw that celebrations after winning that Test series. Uh, we all remember Rahul Dravid scoring 271 in
Raval.
270 in Rawalpindi, and then Sehwag scoring that triple hundred in Multan. But
Yeah.
his leadership and taking the team to win that title stood out for me. So I remember that I have a vivid memory of, I was just 5 to 6 years old at that time, but I still remember those visuals I still have in my memory. So Ganguly was my first favorite cricketer, and then I grew up watching other players. But yeah, I still remember Ganguly and I admire him a lot.
I think for me, his legacy is unique. He took over captaincy at a very difficult juncture. I'm just
Yeah.
going 2, 3 years before the
Hmm.
Pakistan series. When he took over captaincy, Indian cricket was going through some kind of a crisis
Hmm.
with the
Yeah.
with the match
Fixing.
fixing issues, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he took over captaincy at a very critical juncture, and he converted that team into a an achieving group of individuals. we had great individual players. We had Sachin Tendulkar, we had Rahul Dravid, we had Lakshman. Uh,
Mhm.
Sehwag blossomed under Ganguly's leadership. We had bowlers, we had Anil Kumble, we had Bhaji, who also became a big force during
Yes.
Saurav's leadership. But converting a group of highly talented individuals, giving a direction to the team, I think that is a unique impact that Dada has had on the Indian team. If you look at that era, 2000 to 2005, uh, it is an era of ascendancy of Indian cricket. And I'll tell you why I say it that way.
Mm. Mm.
We spoke a little while back now earlier about winning overseas and winning at home.
Yes.
The,
Yes.
the, the decade before Sourav Ganguly took over captaincy,
Mhm.
we had we used to do well in test matches at home. Anil Kumble
Okay.
had become a force, and we used to uh, have those spin-friendly conditions, and we really used to whitewash oppositions when they come. England 3-0 and all that. We've done comfortably, but we used to travel very poorly. Bad defeats outside India, in Sena nations especially. Saurav's time actually saw uh, us competing in Sena conditions. I'm not saying we were able to win Test series there. That was quite a big stretch given the immediate history we had, but we were able to win Test matches, mm, and make the series quite competitive. For example, we won a Test match in Leeds, Headingley.
Mm.
Green top wicket, batting first after winning the toss. Mm.
Oh,
He yeah,
interesting.
he had strong players. So day one, Rahul Dravid and Sanjay Bangar batted
Mm.
out most of the day
Mm.
and kind of set it up very well for day two. And
Mm.
we won the test matches. We won a test match in Adelaide, a test match victory in
Yes.
Australia after 2 decades under
Yes.
Saurav's captaincy. We won a test series in Pakistan, as the one that you
Yes.
just mentioned. So
Yes.
we became quite a competitive force. So we spoke about Dhoni earlier, a huge white ball uh, legacy that he has left behind. Sourav Ganguly had a good white ball legacy. He had taken India to the World Cup finals against
World Cup final to 2003.
then all-conquering Australian. That Australian team was
Yes.
of another level. We
Yes.
competed against them. We went all the way to the final. That's one thing. But I think in Test cricket also, we became quite a strong force. Who can forget the Border Gavaskar Trophy victory in India, the Calcutta Test and turnaround, and
Yes. The 2001 Calcutta.
so there is a leader
Winning that game
who
after
there's
getting
a leader
all
who
off.
has turned things around.
Yes.
So that's where his legacy. I think his those 5 years was a very critical phase. It actually set up things for the captains who took over the Indian team
It took over. Yeah.
subsequently. So that was Sourav Ganguly. Let's talk a little bit about the great Sunil Gavaskar. You told me that Sourav was the first cricketer whom you really admired. For
Mm.
me, that is Sunil
Just
Gavaskar.
ours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
I think he
a
was our
lot of
first
people
hero as far as Indian cricket is concerned. At that
first
time, I don't think
superstar.
so. We had
Yeah,
one hero. He was our
superstar
first
of
hero.
Indian cricket. A generation of Indians started following the game because of him. We
Because
had
of Gavaskar.
Tendulkar from '89, but before Tendulkar, it was Gavaskar. Hmm. And he had come on to the Indian team in 1971. Straight away, he was a batting success in the West Indies. Hmm.
Mm.
We won Ajit Wadakar's captaincy. We did very well overseas. Okay. Then we went through a phase uh, where the famous spin quartet was aging and they were not
Yes.
the best days were behind them. Kapil Dev was the only force, and it took some time for Kapil Dev to truly emerge. So
Mm.
bowling did not have the
That.
ammunition to
Mm.
bowl out opposition twice. Really, we didn't
Mm.
have that firepower. So you would actually find uh, a lot of defensive strategies being employed by
Playing
Gavaskar, the
for the
captain.
draw.
And yeah, I would say that it was uh, it was the circumstances that made him that, both as a batsman and as a captain. See, Gavaskar had all the shots in the world. There are some knocks that prove testimony to
Mm.
that, like his
Okay.
29th century. If you can have
Mm.
a video of that,
On
of you can
YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube it.
We'll
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
check
See
it.
the 29th century, which equaled Sir Don Bradman's world record of 29
Yes.
Test centuries, a century of 94 balls against
Oh,
Marshall holding,
at
yeah,
that time,
yeah, the
scoring
peak West Indian
wow,
peak
was
West
very fast.
Indians. One The previous test, we had a terrible defeat against the same team. So he just gave it back. So he can do it. But circumstances had made him curtail his free-stroking instinct a lot.
Mm.
Similarly, I would think as a captain also, he has had to play a defensive approach many times. So it's like this: if I can't bowl you out twice, you're also
You
not
have
going to
to.
bowl me out twice. Hmm?
Yes.
So I'll tell you one the stats, Gavaskar's
Mm.
captaincy stats:
Yeah,
47
sure.
tests as captain,
Mm.
9 wins and 8 draws. Nine
Okay.
wins, 8 losses, 30
Eight rounds.
draws.
Mm.
So the draws were high in
A
number.
victory in
Of
itself.
course, yeah. So 30 draws out of 47 means a large number of unfinished matches, but we used to have
Yes.
more draws those
Mm.
days.
At that time, anyways.
Yeah. Test cricket is a lot faster now.
Mm.
So, but then I would say that all the three captains that we are talking about, they employed strategies, they adopted strategies that were required to maximize on the team's outputs at that point of time. So, if we look at Indian cricket through the lens of the captaincy eras of Gavaskar, Ganguly, and Dhoni, it actually tells a story of rise and ascendancy.
Yes. Yes,
Not
absolutely.
every system, not every
Mm.
organization, if you look at it over a 40, 50-year time period, you can say that it's gone on from strength to strength. In a way,
Yes.
Indian cricket has gone on from strength to strength over the past 3, 4 decades.
Mm.
And it is because of the work done by all these captains who have, left the team in a stronger position than it was when they took over.
Mm.
And
Absolutely.
today it's a disappointment, right? If we can't win a overseas Sena series,
Yes.
if we
Nowadays,
lose toss,
no one
we
celebrates.
don't.
I think loss is still acceptable. If there is a draw, I think people can't accept it. So
Yes.
I
So
think we are in a completely
yeah,
different era, right?
we've reached a point where India has to win everywhere, and that is the base
Yes.
expectation from the fan.
Yes. Of the
And
fan.
that's not something that has happened overnight. It has happened over years through various leaders, various teams, various captains who have taken us forward all these years. So,
Absolutely.
from all of us here, from this platform, birthday greetings to the three legends of
Yes.
Indian cricket: Sunny Gavaskar, Sourav Ganguly, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Yes. He will turn 76. So, uh, Gavaskar sir, a very happy birthday, and from all of us, and we wish you good health and a very successful career as a commentator.
So that was great speaking with you on this,
Yes.
Sarvesh.
Yeah.
And keep your videos coming. They're very
Sure.
interesting. And I mean, you
Sure.
quite to the point, exactly to what happens on the field. And you go into those nuances, which is
Mhm.
quite informative for a listener.
Yes. Thank you so much. I will keep them coming. And I hope you all like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more such cricket content. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, everyone.